Yeah, well, there's so much more opportunity, don't you think, Gary?
Yeah,
as far as there, with all the indie work and everything that's going on out there, and the way that you can use the internet to build fan bases, and you can get real inexpensive ways of promoting yourself, and you can create characters that you can elevate at a faster level. So I just think the opportunities out there, and and that's great. I just think it's great. We didn't have those opportunities. It was, if we were lucky enough to be in the right place at the right time, great. And that was it.
Yeah. Now, did you guys have to, did they train you guys to wrestle, on a regular basis?
That's such a good question, because originally the first part of the season 1 cast all were sent to California, and they were trained in wrestling. When I got involved at the end of season 1, there was still training around Attaché, who also went on to be Jeannie Beret later in PAL. She was our trainer, and let me tell you, she was good. She took wrestling very, very seriously, and I don't know if you're familiar with her matches or not, or have seen her work, but she's a very clean wrestler. She takes very good bumps. She's very technically oriented. She knew what she was doing, and when she wasn't in the ring training, she was learning as many moves as she possibly can. She was out there. She was watching what she could watch. She was learning, and she was constantly training herself so that she can make us better wrestlers. That was our training from the last half of season 1 on through to season 2. Attaché was our trainer, and we were not required to go to training, but I was there all the time because I knew nothing about wrestling. So for me, I needed to learn as much as I could. So training, I think, was 3 days a week, and I'd be at training those 3 days. When we were putting together matches and we needed Attaché maybe to help us choreograph or teach us a new move, she'd come in and help us with those rehearsals. And that's all we got. No, there wasn't a big boot camp. There wasn't, like I said, for me, my boot camp was 2 weeks. And then everything else I was picking up as I was going on down the road. So there were times where I'd be wrestling, putting together a match with another wrestler, and they wanted to do a new move. And if I wasn't comfortable, I wouldn't do the move. We'd come up with something else, because if I didn't see those girls in training with me, I didn't have a lot of faith in their abilities to execute that move, and I wasn't about to lose, to get injured as a result of they're wanting to make something look good. I'm sure you found the same thing.
That makes complete sense to me. I wouldn't want to, go out there and get injured.
Yeah.
I just had a couple more questions for you before we wrap this interview up.
Okay.
The Smashing Pumpkins did a song called Glow. I know that you actually got to check that out live. You want to talk about that?
Oh, gosh, yeah. That came as a big surprise. Actually, last year about this time, they released a song called Glow. And, Billy Corgan was going on his tour around that same time. He was giving a lot of interviews, and every time they brought up the Glow song, he did mention that it was, the title was Glow from the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. And then everyone knows, it's not a big secret, he's a big fan of wrestling, and they'd always take off and continue to talk about wrestling. When he came to Vegas, through a mutual friend, I was able to meet him, and boy, that was so cool. Sitting, I got to go to the show, and I got to hear him sing the song, and then got to go backstage and meet him. It was really fun, and just so cool to have someone at that level, someone of his caliber can write a song about a show you were in. Oh, yeah, I'll take that. That's pretty sweet. I was pretty excited about that. And then I don't know if you had a chance to catch the Glow video or not that he did. It was a wrestling-based video, and there are some similarities to, I thought, some characters as well as, some wrestling moves and stuff like that. I saw some hair pulling and stuff, and I thought that was really cool. It was really cool because he was staying true to the song that he wrote, which I thought was awesome. What a nice guy, too. Super nice guy. So, So
yeah,
that was cool.
It's a great song. If anybody wants to check it out, they can go to youtube.com and check it out.
Yeah.
I had one last question for you, actually. With Ursula Hayden, who portrayed Babe, the farmer's daughter, owning the rights to Glow, could you see Glow being revived?
I would, sure, why not? I can see anything's possible, and I know that she's working really hard with launching a show regarding Glow, and I think it's reality based, and I think it has to do with some more Glow girls. I'm not really familiar with, I'm not involved in the production of that, so I can't speak on her behalf there, but she has been very, very busy getting ready to launch something regarding Glow, and I just think it would be awesome. Wish her all the luck in the world there, because she's a super nice lady. She's worked really hard. She believes in the Glow brand, and hasn't stopped since she acquired the rights. So there are some unfortunate circumstances with how she's limited. She's got 9 shows. There's like 130 shows, and Matt Simber's sitting on a whole bunch of them, and so she's working with the shows that she's got when she puts together her DVDs. So that's why it's always been tough for fans to try and get the videos that they're looking for, because they're not all out there. There's not going to be a box set until all the footage is in one place.
Understandable. I'd love to thank you for coming on today. It's been a great pleasure having you on and your great interview.
Thanks, you guys. You take care. Have a good day.
All right. Thank you very much.